I'm curious what you make of the dialogue here as it relates to both the tariff issue and the Fed issue. We have so many former Treasury secretaries. Yeah. Everybody's trying to figure out what's really going on. Everyone's a little worried about whether the numbers are even going to be real in the future. What do you think?
Well, I think we're kind of driving the car with 2 feet. 1 foot on the gas, 1 foot on the brake. On the gas, we've got good tax policy that's pro-growth. We've got regulatory relief coming. And we've got this AI boom that's going to be great for productivity. On the brake, tariff uncertainty, and a debt crisis on the horizon, which is going to mess with interest rates. So I think all of that combustible mixture is giving people cause for concern. The latest jobs numbers weren't so good. So I think that's what we're talking about. And the whole point of this conference is, what do you do to revive American prosperity and continue it? So, there's definitely a tariff discussion that's happening.
There's a huge tariff discussion. Yeah. How big a deal do you think that is right now?
I think it's the biggest deal right now of anything that's out there. It's the uncertainty.
And do you believe that the market has tariffs actually built in, or do you think that the market believes there's still an opportunity or a moment that this administration will quote-unquote blink?
I think the market thinks that. I don't think that that's the case.
Okay, so you think, let's just break that, unpack that.
Yeah.
You think the market...
I think the market thinks everything is going to be calm soon, and I just don't...
Calm, and that the tariffs are going to go away?
Well, they're just going to settle into some easy, predictable place, and I just don't think that that's going to happen. Why do I think that? I think it's more than likely that the Supreme Court knocks out IEEPA, the law that's being used for these tariffs, which doesn't have the word tariff in it. Then the president's going to have to go to other laws to justify tariffs. 232, 201, 301. There's a bunch of laws. Those are harder laws to operate with. They're dual tracking it right now. So you have these agreements. I spent a lot of time on trade agreements. That's what one of my jobs in Congress was at Ways and Means. And these agreements could be a little upended if he loses in court. Then he's going to have to revive a tariff. Plus, I think they justify tariffs based on trade deficits. I don't think that's the way to go. But then they threw a tariff on Brazil at 50%, and we have a trade surplus with Brazil. So there's no sort of rationale for this other than, just the president wanting to raise tariffs based upon his whims, his opinions. And so I think choppy waters are ahead, because I think they're going to have some legal challenges. And so I think it's going to be a while before this settles in. I think the market would like to see a predictable tariff policy that settled in.
But do you think long-term there's